Hard Knock Football League. Yes, we're here, guys. I apologize. Wait, let me do my right introduction. Hard Knock Football League, hashtag HKF. It's your man, Mr. Beazle on YouTube. Man, I'm sorry for this late. I know season's been over with probably 3 weeks ago. Sorry for this late thing. I had to make sure everybody was paid. Everybody was finally paid. Congrats again to DPG, the reigning 2018 Hard Knock Football League champion. I mean, you dominated from week 1 to week 14, man. What a 12-2 record. Congratulations to Tampa 2, also second place. And congratulations to the unit, third place. But anyway, but definitely DPG, you were the dominating team. 12-2 record regular season. I mean, it would have been an upset for anybody else to beat you. Serious, like you had a complete dominating team, man. I was very impressed by your team. Every time I played you, I tried to figure out some of your weaknesses, and I just couldn't figure it out. Like, I played you twice, and you beat me twice. Like one was, I think, was by like 6 points. I think you came back on me, or maybe I didn't. Maybe I attempted to come back, and maybe so. And we were in the same division. But overall, it was a good league, man. It was a good season for everybody. It was a battle. The thing that I loved with it was a battle for the last 2 weeks for the 8th seed. Clark Kent had it. All of a sudden, Team Dynasty came out of nowhere, snatched it right back up. And like, he was nowhere to be seen all season long and popped up in the last, 3-4 weeks, got the victories he needed, and actually bumped Clark Kent out of the playoff race. So, I mean, it was a good season. I mean, it wasn't nothing where it was just one dominating team and nobody. It was like everybody was battling with each other. Everybody was catching wins. Everybody was catching losses. It just ended up DPG. He only had 2 losses. I mean, he wasn't having that difficult of a season. There's one thing that I would love to preach to y'all, man. And like, I know I keep always bringing it up. Me actually and DPG actually talk about it all the time. Pay attention to the college players, man, please, because if you look at DPG's roster right now, team at that time, Barkley went 6. Now, can you imagine if any of those 5 teams that picked before him would have grabbed him? What would have happened? Somebody picked Bell, didn't do their homework to see if he's really going to play. I know we take chances, but gotta just check out those college. And listen, I'm not telling y'all to, like, who would have thought Barkley, granted, it's like, like, I'm gonna think Barkley's going to kill like that. If you really watch it, you'd have watched how he did in college and know that this could be this could be the way Elliott is in Dallas. Like, this guy is really, he's really like an unstoppable running back the way he plays, like, and then it's like, and he was pick 6, and then, like, if y'all watch some of the football thing, granted, this guy wasn't drafted, but Kittle from San Francisco, I knew what he did in college. I kind of didn't have the confidence, so I obviously wasn't following my own advice, but I've seen him in college and wasn't amazed at how he's played with the 49ers this year. Like, the way he played in college was very dominating. Like, he caught passes. Like, he can outrun cornerbacks. Like, granted, it was college, but this tight end has speed and could catch. It had great hands, Pause. And so, these are things that maybe if y'all look at, I'm not saying watch the whole season of college and see what's going on, but you gotta understand, when the draft is coming up, the NFL draft is coming up, maybe I should look at the specials just to see, who could be my potential guy. And just in case, granted, Barkley went 6. All right, granted, I hear that. But you never know. One of y'all could have had Kittle. If y'all had looked on that thing and watched how this guy played and be like, maybe if I could stash him on my bench as my bye week tight end, and then he starts killing the way he did, now I could have a prospect on my team. So that's kind of what Devil's Playground did. If you don't notice about what he did, he stashed Kittle. He had Olsen, right? Yeah, Olsen, right? So he kind of stashed them, waited till he fit his way into the San Francisco system, and you see what happened. This guy was fucking had like 150 yards receiving, like like 2 touchdowns, 100 trust me, honestly, me playing him, I was surprised at how much he killed, and I know how great he plays. You know what I mean? So those are things that y'all need to check out for your for the next season. Like I said, it was a great season, guys. Though, a lot of things went wrong, a lot of injuries, a lot of quarterbacks got injured, a lot of running backs. Some, like I said, with Bell, running backs didn't play. Trust me, I got destroyed in my other keeper league because Bell didn't play, and then all the rest of my running backs just died on me, and I refused to trade because I didn't want to lose any more other players. So, but it was a good season. Like I said, congratulations again to DPG. You definitely did your thing, man. Like this was a pure domination to thing. Congratulations to Steven Faris in his is this his first year? Steven Faris. Yeah, first year. That was a great season. You have first year. Shout out to Ravens. Great season. Shout out to Clark Kent. You had a good season, man. Like you just had a lot of injuries that kind of messed you up. Congratulations to Alta Machiavelli franchise. I can't even name everybody right now. That's how. Like I said, Team Dynasty. It was a great season, guys. Like we did what we had to do. So I just wanted to make sure I put this video out. I want to make sure I put this video out just to give much props to DPG. It ain't like I had to run to him to give him his belt, but he already had his stash in his house from last year. So congratulations to everything. All right, now on to my rant. Guess a kind of like an announcement. All right, so I was officially debating next year for myself because of certain things that was going on in the league. The lack of speaking, and the money situation. Because I'm in a league, right, with 28 teams, right? 28 teams. Yeah, 2018. Sorry, I'm all out of it. And the way this GM is, the way this league manager is, well, he's considered a GM in my league, a commissioner, whatever. He has set things, like this is the date you have to pay. This is like it felt like with me, I had to like run around and make sure I got people their payments, and some people had to do other things. Like little do you know, even like I'm not even gonna put that out, but like I had to like jump over hoops. Like, hey, some people had to pay out of my own pocket. Like, and it was like that kind of thing kind of was turning me off to it. You know what I mean? Like I was like, I don't know if I want to stay around. Like I didn't know I was probably still gonna stay around, but you know what I mean? Like me and Mel would have probably made the league a little more sterner, like a little more stricter, like a little more like into the thing, you know what I mean? But as time flew, I found out some things that told me that I really like kind of needed to fall back from like everything, any affiliation from anything. As I said earlier, this league, Hard Knocks, is not made of one owner. So I would still love for it to continue, even if I'm not a part of it. But as me saying I'm shutting down, I mean I'm like totally shutting down everything, meaning baseball and football. I'm shutting down myself. You know what I mean? So like I said, I've had fun with y'all. Serious, like it's been like I always wanted to make this a league of just not one person. I didn't want to make this a league of, I wanted, try my hardest to get everybody to get on video, to talk as much smack as you can, like make it exciting. You know what I mean? It was really exciting for me, But like I said, I have to I'm gonna have to fall back from everything. It was just too much, like things that I was surprised about was put out, and I'm like, okay, well, all right, well, like I can't do nothing about it. Like I'm not gonna take it personal. Like like I'm a person that don't bite their tongue, but sometimes you just got to be mature about things and just be like, all right, well, that's cool, man. I'm not gonna like knock you. I'm not gonna knock anybody for anything. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Like I said, me not being part of the thing doesn't mean that it should stop. Continue playing, continue enjoying it. Do whatever y'all got to do. But if I ever do a league, not saying I'm doing one next year, not saying like I doubt I'll do one next year. But if I ever do a league, man, it would have to be done to the max. Meaning, I would need live draft. Meaning every mofo, without cursing, would have to be in that place with all of us, and we're all drinking and eating wings and whatever, board right there, the cards right there with the players on it with the positions, and you add the thing, you have 3 minutes to pick the player, and blase blase, we all talking mess. I'm video, like everything's all videotaped, blase blase, with all the reactions, type of things like that. Like make it look crazy. Have a set calendar. When people pay, they have to pay by the thing, or obviously like you gotta go. Like I'm even gonna speak for myself. Like if it's time to pay, I have to pay myself. You know what I mean? And try to have like a bigger payment. Like bigger prizes. Maybe like this is all in my head. Like again, I'm not doing a league next year, but bigger prizes. Maybe like $1,000 league. Shout out to John for giving me that idea too. Like $1,000 league. Wow. You know what I mean? But like everybody would have to be a part of it if I ever did it. But definitely other than that, man, this has been a great league, man. It's been fun with y'all. Like I wish y'all the best. Like I said, I've tried my hardest to satisfy. I've traveled boroughs to get people their trophies, get people their money. No, I just wanted to make everybody have a great experience because, I know some people may be like, oh, this is fantasy, blah, 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 blah. Like, it's not the point of fantasy. Like, everybody has stress in their life. Trust me, I've had my stress. A lot of people know about my stress. And, like, let's say, example, football, from September to December, all I'm focused on is putting my roster together. Like, I can put my stress to the side a little bit just so that I can put my rosters together. Go, I gotta beat this team. I want to beat franchise. I want to beat Dynasty. I want to beat Machiavelli franchise. I want to beat Clark Kent. I want to beat DPG. Tampa 2. Like that. That was like my theory. That's what fantasy did for me, and I was hoping it did it for y'all. That y'all didn't have to. It takes your mind off of things. Because like for me, without fantasy, I've started fantasy since 2001, 2000, maybe earlier than that, and it's just took my mind off of things that I'm just focused on other things. I'm still handling my business, but now it's a little bit easier. Now I got to stress my mind on things, So that's what it did. It satisfied what I needed for the months that went by. Like, and this football season went by so fast, but that's how fast September and December went. And I don't mean to talk you out of death, but I'm just just basically trying to explain to you what the fantasy leagues did for me. But other than that, man. I wish y'all the best. It was fun. It's Mr. Beazle on YouTube. I got more videos coming out, other videos. I got more hot seats if anybody want to check out my YouTube. I got to advertise my YouTube. I average like 9 fucking views. But, not on my hot seat, though. My hot seat be flaming. We ain't talking get some more hot seat things. But, yo, always, Hard Knocks Football League, hashtag HKF forever, man. It was a pleasure fucking with y'all, man. Later, man.